Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Young Sage back in Car Mechanic Simulator. I promise this is the final video tonight. I found this very nice Maserati at the auction house there at the end of our last stream. So I checked it out when I brought it back. It says Stradale, but ignore that. It's actually a Maserati Gran Turismo MC Stradale. It's the pretty sure I didn't clean it up yet. Yeah, I did. I did it in the stream. At the end of the stream, I cleaned it up. Now the body panels are in 100% condition. The body panels are perfect. This is what you call a dress up. Because look, ignore the wheels. Ignore the wheels. Look at it from this angle, it looks perfect. From this angle, it looks perfect too. This is a quick dress-up job. Sam Crack talked about this in in the case of salvage auctions. They'll dress up a car that's been wrecked. It's had severe frame damage or something. That's not this case. This car definitely, I would hope, doesn't have frame damage. Just, our usual drill here. Well, we're going to skip taking the body panels off because we don't have to do that. Thankfully, it uses a lot of normal V8 parts. I think the only thing it needs is a few parts on the top end that are unique. Rear muffler Stradale. I'm going to refer to it as that. I'm going to refer to the parts as that. Exhaust pipe Stradale. Middle muffler is normal. Pretty much this is a normal car. It's a normal V8. It's just a normal V8. A few unique parts on it. Which is not a bad deal in the end. So you're done charging. What's my phone charge that fast? I always like to look at the wheels on the MC Stradale. Or I say that, Gran Turismo. It's not Gran Turismo, it's Gran Turismo. This is actually usually the more uncommon setup that we normally find on, junkier cars in the game. The setup is very econo box, like what it is. Oops, we're gonna keep the ABS stuff. Way in there, holy crap. I wonder why I missed it. It'll be the first time we don't strip a car down to bare metal. Or bare frame. A bare body without panels. This car has 100% body panels, which actually was the case on that Porsche Carrera GT. But I replace them anyway for God knows what reason. Goddamn wheel hub bearing. Should remember to take that out, but I never do. This is literally the first time I've ever seen a vehicle use rear wheel axle knuckle housing A. There's a rear sway bar and all that stuff. Of course, rubber bushing. There's the gas tank out. Not gonna forget this time. There it is. I don't like these rear heads, they take too long. All right. Unique throttle. Of course, the whole airbox was unique, but the filter was not. Simple fuel rail GI. Unique intake manifold. That's kind of interesting there. Unique engine head covers. camshaft V8. Especially a V8 under here. Underneath all that fancy top part, this is basically a V8. Oil pan V8. Serpentine belt V8. V8. It's a V8 otherwise. Except for a few parts on top. Yeah, it's basically a V8. Kind of surprised they didn't make a whole new engine. They do it for everything else, pretty much. Well, the Sebring pretty much is just an Maserati Sebring we worked on a few videos ago. That was pretty much an i6. That was pretty much just an i6. Pretty much just a standard i6 that was modified. Same thing with the last car we worked on, the Bentley. That was just a modified V8 OHV. But it did have a lot of unique parts. This is pretty much just a standard V8 with a bit of a different like head setup. Yeah, power steering pump V8. Engine block's actually a V8, which is unique because all these DLC cars usually have their own engine blocks, at least. Standard V8 water pump. Whole front of this thing's nothing special. Standard alternator. Standard timing cover. It's all same old generic stuff that we're used to. Standard V8 engine heads. Yeah, outside of those few top pieces and like 2 parts in the exhaust, this is a standard V8 car. Well, this is roached. Standard oil pan. I'm just really impressed that the engine block is so standard. The Bentley T-Series we just fixed. That car basically had a V8 OHV, but most of the parts are unique. This is pretty much just a V8 with a few different parts on top. It's like cheaply made DLC. It's like cut right. It's like it was made in China or something. Alright, buttons tapping starts now. Button mashing. fixed pretty much everything. Welcome to the stream. You didn't miss too much except for the fact that this engine is not very unique. You'll find out as we build it that it's really just a V8 with some parts slapped on it. That's quite disappointing. It's a discount DLC. But this is not necessarily the worst thing in the world. Because we have a bunch of performance parts for a standard V8. Jesus Christ. Where's it end? Wait. They have to have heads for a V8. They have to. It's a standard part. I'm missing it, am I? V10, V10B, V10A, I4E. I have to be missing it somewhere. V8I, V8J, V8OHBH. Have to be missing it somewhere. V8. There's normal ones. Not V8OHB. Okay, that got a little weird. So this is probably going to make quite a bit of power because... And we have this. We have all the Stradale... Well, it says Stradale. This is actually a Maserati Gran Turismo MC Stradale. It's the model. No free space. Easy way to rectify that. Need rings. Always need rings. We'll find out about rod caps and bearing caps in a minute. We repaired all the rod caps, which is always great news. Need one rod cap. Yep. I'm gonna get those wheel hub caps now, because you know I'm gonna forget them. If we even need any. I'll check two just to be safe. I don't remember taking them off. Oops. Guess I didn't.
Hey bro, I like the video.
Thanks. Subscribe if you like. So make sure you subscribe and click the bell so you'll know whenever I go live or when a video goes up. We already had a performance on here. I don't remember I have one. Because I never do. Actually, I'm curious. Can I make a supercharged engine for this, or does it have to be a special engine? No. I was about to say, because if I make a supercharged engine, I can make one of the most powerful cars in the game. At least it would be somewhat fun. It's really the only good part about it just being a normal V8 with a few parts on top. And here's the best part. Familiarity. So I know exactly how this thing goes together, so I'm not going to screw anything up or miss anything. I hope not. It's because with all the like crazy engines, like a Porsche engine I've been doing, it's like, where does this go?
I wish they would put a DLC for the McLaren F1.
You can get one as a mod, I believe, and it's really well detailed on PC. I know there's a PC mod that's very well detailed. The car's apparently worth like 30, 40 million dollars like it is in real life. They make the body panels worth an insane amount of money. That's what Bell Race was at least showing us. Go look up his video if you want to see that McLaren mod. Yeah, this is what makes it different from a normal V8. We really need a Chevy DLC though, because we have Ford and Dodge, but no Chevy. I've said that so many times. I'm just happy that DLCs are here, because you could get DLCs on PC the whole time, but they were not included with the original console release. It made me scratch my head because then there was stuff that should have been in there. But no, we had to pay $40 just to get access to this stuff. It should have came in with it. Okay, throttle Stradale. I don't even know if we even have that. It says Stradale, but that's really not what it is. We actually have a throttle. I didn't think we actually have a throttle. We have Pagani DLC. That's really the only supercar DLC we have. I mean, there is the Porsche Carrera GT that I built. I've been trying to get Paganis so much. Every time I get one, it's in too nice a condition, and it ain't even worth buying. It ain't even worth doing. So all I do is fix it up and resell it for like $100,000 more than I bought it. Should get 4 of each because I know I'm gonna need them. Oh, I need that too. And make sure you subscribe and check out the rest of my Car Mechanic Simulator videos. I've done a lot of the big DLC cars. Ford GT4, at least I tried to. But that came to a grinding halt because I couldn't figure out where the fuel pump went. I mean, because it uses those 2 side tanks that you don't ever see on any other car. Serpentine belt V8. We need both. I think we only need one of those. I don't think it actually has 2 serpentine belts. Yeah, it does. This is going to use all the standard V8 parts in here. Until we get up a little further. Get belt tensioner. I built a Bentley. I built both of the Bentleys already. I've done a few of the Fords. I want to see a Focus. I want to see a bunch of crappy cars that we can like upgrade and tune and all that cool stuff. That's really what I want to see. I just want to see this get fleshed out with a bunch of junky cars that we can put a bunch of power in. Because in Car Mechanic Simulator 2015, they had this really cool DLC that was called the Crazy Engine DLC. Literally, it was a bunch of cars that had crazy motors and mods and everything. There was a Rhino Piccolo that had monster truck tires on it. Like, no fenders, just had these big, huge monster truck tires. Made no sense, but what am I missing here? I thought I bought one of those. Probably not. I'm gonna use them all.
I have been trying to find a Pagani in the junkyard.
They don't spawn in the junkyard, buddy. The only way to get one of those, the only way to get that is auction house or the let me clip this. No, it just snaps on. Or the car dealership, but don't buy from the car dealership. Those cars are 100%. There's really no use working on them. The only cars that'll spawn in the junkyard are like older cars. The only new, quote-unquote, new car that'll spawn in the junkyard is this Sakura Moon. I kind of know the ins and outs of this game from Tail Race. Basically, you watch any of his early videos on this game, you'll know everything. Wait, did I get another level? I think I did. Yeah. But I don't think I have any... Yeah, I don't have anything I can purchase right now. Gotta get to level 35 in order to get more upgrades. Nothing else. Yeah, there is one more thing up here. That oil filter cover looks hideous on the front of this car. It looks like it's an elephant trunk. Literally, it looks like it's got a friggin' trunk on the front. Here's the interesting thing about this car. It was in pretty much perfect shape, but it's like... I'm gonna put a custom gearbox so I can potentially change. You know what? I'm not gonna do that this time. I always do. I don't even know if he... You know, we're gonna see if it adds value. Put this gearbox on, then we're gonna check the value, car value. What? $137,804. Take this off and see if it's any higher with a custom gearbox. If not, we're not even gonna worry about it anymore because I don't even tune the gearbox anymore. I did once, and I realized it wasn't even worth doing, because you don't need it. Yeah, it's worth doing it. That gave me an extra couple thousand. It's worth it for the value. Oh, front exhaust pipe V8. Hold on. What did I do wrong? I got the wrong one. There it is, front exhaust pipe V8. Or front exhaust pipe V8. I needed the other. Sometimes I know what I'm doing in this game. I like to think. That's right parts otherwise. Didn't grab those. I think we'll make over 1,000 horsepower in this car pretty easily. It's a very unique rear muffler. Make sure I put the starter on this time. I've been forgetting. I forgot that in the past two vehicles I built. I like to play this little game where... How many parts can I install before I have to buy one?
I wish they would let you put your cars in car auctions.
Yeah, but, I mean, the value for the cars is good enough that you wouldn't even need an auction. Like, it's fair enough that you don't need to deal with auction prices. So I can see why that's not a thing. Okay, I think that might be all I can put on the front. I hate the camera. I hate the way the camera controls in the PS4 version. It's so weird. It's so friggin' weird. Big question. Yes, we did. Other big question. Yes. I kind of wish they would change the handling of rear-wheel drive cars. Have you noticed how bad rear-wheel drive cars handle? And if you haven't noticed, you'll notice in the video. So we're about to put a 1,000 horsepower car through her paces. In this game, that's a nightmarish thing to do. Front-wheel drive cars are actually the best. There aren't many really powerful front-wheel drive cars, though. I'm gonna try to see if I can build a standard front-wheel drive car and just, like, as a proof of concept. Wait. I failed the game if I bought a part. Trying to see what I've fixed. Come on, click on the part, dummy. You know, that gets me to the next thing. Why can't we do build-offs? Like, live build-offs? There are some games that allow that. Like, you ever heard of the Diesel Brothers game on PC? They let you do that. They let you do a live multiplayer build-off. They should actually add that to this game. So I know they're not done with this game. They're not done
I
with
know, but it still
Simulator.
would be awesome just as add-on.
They gave us the garage customization for free. This is all free. That was free for PC and us. One thing we haven't gotten that PC got was the new wheel update. They added branded wheels to the game. We have not gotten that on console yet. But we're up to date on all the car DLCs, I'm pretty sure. I think we're supposed to be getting the DLCs on time. I forgot the bushings on the other side. I don't even have any more bushings. Even if it is DLC, I'll still pay for it because I love this game and I want them to continue making console versions of future titles. I'd like to see train mechanic simulator, plane mechanic simulator. I'd like to see all those mechanic simulators on console. So I will support Playway, and I will support Playway no matter what they do. I will buy everything they put out. Okay. So let's just go. I know the fuel tank's not repaired. Let's just grab one while we're thinking about it. I wish we could get mods, but I understand why, because it's the same deal with like Mud Runner. Because it would be a copyright infringement if you try to put mods in a
I
console
like
game.
the idea about the live build-offs.
I mean, it is pretty sick. Let's be honest. What do we need for the front here? Shock absorber A, and all the other fun stuff. Because I mean, there is no multiplayer at all in this game. Like, well, I put the wrong thing in. But I mean, there is no like way to connect with your friends in this game. So that would be one way to do it. Maybe like have exclusive cars behind winning it. Like you can get an exclusive DLC car that is impossible to get any other way, but it's like rusted out. Like no, that's what the build off is. It's how they unveil new DLC. Instead of paying for the DLC, compete in the build off with the DLC car, and if you win, you get the DLC for free. That would be an amazing way to bring out new DLCs. And it might make people want to buy it too. So you would bring money in too. It's not just me trying to spout off junk. Should bring it up to Playway. They might actually think about it. It's a great idea. And I mean, if other games can make it work really well, so can they. Because this is the best automotive rebuilding game there is. There are others, but this is the best. And they have the manufacturers on board. And the thing is that this is on console. Like, I've watched Car Mechanic Simulator videos since, like, 2013. Because there was a Car Mechanic Simulator 2013, then they made it 2015. So that means there will probably be a 2020. If they're going by the 2-year cycle. Looks like a 3-year cycle going there, then. This is the best Car Mechanic Simulator ever. It's the most detailed as well. You go back and watch videos on Car Mechanic Simulator 2015, literally, tires install themselves. You just go over to the tire machine, and it puts the tire together. You don't have to wait. You don't have to balance it. It's never a bad idea to buy 20 rubber bushings. Trust me, you run out at the worst time. But before anything, we need a Chevy DLC. I'll even pay for it. Because we have Ford, we have Dodge, we have Jeep. We have almost every other major American brand. We have friggin' Plymouths in this game, for Christ's sake. No GM cars whatsoever, though. I just want a GM pack that gives us, like, a couple, like, maybe 2 Chevys, 2 Buicks, 2 Oldsmobiles, 2 Pontiacs. I'll pay for a bundle like that. Do it, Playway. Maybe GM's being stingy about allowing vehicles in this game.
Do you play any musical instruments?
I wish I was good at that, man. I would love to learn how to play guitar. I'm actually open to people doing this and asking me questions on stream. That's actually what I said I'd want people to do. The best thing I could do with guitar is probably Rock Band. You probably couldn't put a real guitar in my hand and ask me to play it. We need a small room pushing on the other side. Do we? I thought. Huh? I think I did put it in. I missed some coils? Some plugs? I did. Okay. Supposed to know what I'm doing here. Yes, I did. On the other side, I definitely did. Yep, there they are. I said familiarity.
I have been playing the guitar for 15 years.
Nice, man. I think that's it. Except wheels and tires. I'm gonna check the interior pieces because I'm not sure. Okay, I think the interior parts are actually 100%. Yeah, we don't have to change anything else. Everything's 100%. This is literally what you call a dress-up job. I don't know if you ever watched Sam Crack on YouTube. He rebuilds cars from salvage auctions. This is literally what you call a dress-up job. You make the car look real nice, put fresh seats, fresh body panels, and then you sell it off for a little bit of money. That's what they've done here. All right, so tires, 255, 35 R20 all around. But we're gonna go for a 305. Wait, what am I doing?
There is a game called Rocksmith and it will teach you a lot.
Yeah, but they don't have a PS4 version, so they haven't updated it in years either. They're 20-inch wheels. I've been thinking about it, but I'm like, I need a guitar first. You actually have to buy your own guitar for that game. It doesn't give you a guitar. So 305, 35 R20 is what we want. We're gonna get slicks. Slick tire A. I hope I got that right. No, but they're going to be a little bit wide. They might be too tall. Come to think of it, that might be too tall. That's like 10 inches taller than it's supposed to be. balance it next to see what it looks like before we put any more on. If it's too tall, we're gonna have to go get 35, and we're gonna have to get 35 install. That might be too tall. I mean, if you really want to see stupid, go watch the Ford F350 build. Please note that there is no microphone audio. My mic decided to die that day. That's gonna rub. No way in hell am I leaving that on there. I'm gonna go back to a 35. There, that should actually work, because that was too tall. Separate.
Yay, I know, but I was just suggesting it to you.
Yeah, I appreciate it, though. I know. I think I sold the wrong wheel. Yeah, I need to buy one more. I do that a lot. Sell a lot of things real fast and then not realize what I actually sold. This shouldn't be too bad. I mean, I don't mind if it pokes a little bit, but I don't want it to look like it's gonna burst through the fender. That's better. Maybe a 40 would have been better, but I'm not gonna buy a third set of tires. These slick tires aren't cheap. That does add considerable value to the car, too. So, I mean, it all works in the end. Gets us really, really decent handling. For what this game is going to give you, that is. The handling in this game is terrible for a rear-wheel drive car. Now, the interactive part of this stream video deal. What should we do about the license plate? I always let the chat, if there's anybody in the chat that's willing to talk, I always ask if they want to pick the license plate. So that's all 4 wheels and tires. It has Virginia plates on it now, but do we leave those or are we changing them? I think I'm gonna leave them. Throw this. I think I'm gonna leave the same color, but you know, I want to check to see if there's any liveries. Because Stradale had liveries, or the Sebring it was. Maserati Sebring. So this might actually have liveries we can look at. Yeah, it does. Just one. In that case, I'm making the car black. That looks good. That looks good. Alright. Any ideas for how much power we're going to make? Because, oh boy. 450, 376 stock. I'm going to say we're going to make over 1,000. supercharged. And, well, I don't know. But, I mean, it's still going to handle tremendously bad. How much is it worth? $234,000. It'd be worth more than that one if we actually try to sell it. How bad is it to handle? Let's find out. This thing came in with perfect body panels and perfect interiors, so it's like, why even change the license plate when they give me one?
If you make the tires real big, you can make more money.
True, but I want to make this thing half decent looking, too. Oh, Jesus. Yes, it drives like shit. Like I expected it to. It's on slick tires and it's still god dang bad. I know, I don't think making the tires wired does much. I kind of want to test that. Just go get a shitty rear-wheel drive car and see if I put really dumb wide tires on there and see if it actually makes any difference. This thing drives like crap, and trust me, you watch any of my racing game videos, I am not a terrible driver. So much better if the dang car was only nice to drive. I mean, there's a trophy to get under a minute. Oh, we rolled it. Yep, we rolled it. Yeah. This video is officially fail race approved. We tried to roll a Dodge truck and we couldn't, but we rolled a Maserati unintentionally. Okay. It wasn't even orange and we rolled it. Okay. Let's successfully rolled a car in this game. Wow. It's all the DLC, yeah. Well, obviously I have the DLC because we're working on a Maserati. That's I'm not rebuilding any standard cars. Except the Bolt Hellcat because there's a trophy for that. Yeah, my controller's dead, but that really doesn't make much difference because we're going to be ending the stream. You guys can watch this back as a video on my channel. How much is it worth? 280,000. So that's gonna be it for this video / stream. Actually, not quite, because I'm gonna bring in the vehicles we're gonna be working on in an upcoming video. I'm gonna quickly sell this GT40 because I bought another GT40 stupidly. It's like one of the only really cool cars you can find in the junkyard. But I don't know where the heck the throw this over on the lift. So I'm gonna clean it up. You just clean a car up, it sells for so much more. $1,100. I'm not gonna worry about that for a couple thousand more. Yeah, because it's uses those side fuel tanks, and I cannot figure out where the fuel pump goes in this thing. I made a profit on that car. I only paid like $19,000. I sold it for $26,000. So I made a bit of a profit there. These other cars that are sitting in here, I'm just gonna sell. I'm gonna quickly refurbish them and sell them. Everything that's not DLC or weird or interesting. I don't know why that went straight to the lift, but it did. Just clean it up because I only have one. I only have one space. I only have one of the garage of the parking lot spaces. It was a hell of a lot more than what I paid for. I just got a trophy for selling all those cars. That's really taking down a lot. Take one trip to the junkyard and see if we can find anything interesting. Take a few trips to the auction house. I really want to try to get my hands on something cool. Because everybody's seen the Plymouths and the Dodges get built. I want to find something interesting like the Hellcat. And what YouTuber has not built like the Dodge Challenger or whatnot? But I want to build a Dodge Challenger Hellcat. You're not gonna find it at the junkyard. I know that already, but sometimes you'd be intrigued to see what you find. Literally on when I first bought the DLCs, I found that Porsche 911 RS America. Now I literally got too excited for a car that was not the greatest of its kind. Wait, this is here? We'll buy that and restore it. It's probably one of the only non-DLC cars that I will work on. You don't see those in the junkyard. And I guarantee you there's a lot of good engine swaps we can do. It's a car we just sold. You realize, going back to the thing you said about making the tires wider to get more money, that's not great. Well, number one, I want to make the car look half decent. Secondly, you're spending more for the tire in the first place. It's not going to give you more of a boost, just put weird looking tires on a car. And I just wanted to see how crazy it can get, so I did build something insane. You know what? Let's try our luck. swear, I've only ever seen one DLC car in a bar before. That was a Porsche 911 RS America. Yeah, there it is again. Cape. Not interested. If you want to see the 911 RS America, go back to my first DLC video. We were really looking for DLC cars to build, and I found one in the junkyard after 3 tries. One thing I've not seen yet is the new 911. I've seen one new Mustang, and that's it. And I literally bought it in the last episode, and then I sold it because it was too nice. I do this every time. This is my new thing. I search around for new projects. I know I have a lot of things on the back burner, but that's kind of how things go. Because there are more interesting things to build than a Hemi Cuda that everybody's seen. There's a wire in here. There's a wire in here. Let's see the condition. I have to check condition because if it's too nice, I'm not even gonna buy it. Now the Zonda, I think, can only be acquired through the auto show. The dang dealership. You know what? I probably should have bought that Flamo. I think Flamos are rear-wheel drive. I think this might be another just restyle. You know, like another quick fixer. We're gonna find out when we take it back to the garage. We're officially overpaying. And that's the thing. I don't even know if I can make my money back. Cause I might be taking a loss on this car, even if we do just touch it up. So it's hard to find newer vehicles in not great condition. That's kind of where we're gonna have issues trying to get this Lyra. I don't want anything too nice. Zonda R, you're almost better off getting the game on PC, and just putting a code in to spawn a junky one. You know, you use the console commands next to spawn one in the next junkyard. That's something you can do. You can actually go into the console commands. Better not be too nice. No, it's looking too nice. I don't know. Let's do an OBD scan. That'll tell me if it's really even worth touching this car. Everything looks pretty good. There's a little bit of rust here and there, but that happens with 90% parts. Yeah, we'll work on it. Finally, we found one to work on. I'm gonna put the clamshell back on just to show it. We finally found a wire to work on, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it's not the... I think it might be the better one. I'm not sure if this is the good one or if the regular one's the better one, because there's two different wires. Finally. Freaking finally. After four different wires, finally found one that's good enough to work on. So guys, that's going to be it for this video. But even though I said this will be the last one, it's not. We're rebuilding this wire now. I cannot wait for another day. So guys, I'll see you in a few minutes.